motor chocolate. Fine, no bucket. Watch your love for like it. Why not more motor? Your body chocolate. Bush it ready, yeah, in my day.
Hey y'all, hey.
Hey.
Welcome to Unicorn Straight No Chaser. I missed y'all last week.
Sure enough did.
I did. I had to do my whole content creator influencer thing at the screening for Secret Invasion, which is amazing. By the way,
the show.
Oh my God, it's so good. So if y'all have not seen Secret Invasion on Disney Plus, you know, it's not a lot of episodes. You got Samuel L. Jackson in it, Don Cheadle. You definitely want to go ahead and give it a watch. The writing is very smart. It's funny. It's dark, all at the same time. So definitely make sure that y'all go ahead and take a look at it. You know, I love when the story is centered on Black people.
Well, once.
Y'all held it down. Y'all did a wonderful, amazing job last week.
We tried.
Do you approve of Carty running the show?
He was cool.
Wait, man,
I know he did good.
He was cool. I mean, as long as Jessica around, I know that it will never completely go wrong.
Yeah, the ship didn't sink.
I know it will never completely go wrong. Yes.
We agreed on everything, which was weird. Like there was no other side of the coin. It was like, hey, you know what? We agree on shit. We just want motherfuckers to act right, drink water, and mind their fucking business. And
that's because Byron is the one that's going for bullshit.
I have to play devil's advocate. It doesn't necessarily mean that I believe it, but I have to present that opposing point of view just so that we can hear the dialogue. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, it's dry as boring.
Right. I ain't feel like being an asshole that day. I was like, no, I want to be nice today.
You wasn't drinking tequila, were you?
I was drinking. I'm drinking every time.
Was it tequila? Because if it wasn't tequila, that's why you was being nice. I gotta say.
Maybe. Well, I drank TP for the first time in like 10 years.
What the hell is that?
Tell us for it.
No. Why would you do such a thing?
The black man's wine. Let me tell you, I took half a fucking set. I was acting a fucking fool. And I can handle my alcohol very, very well. But as soon as I had the devil's wine in me, man, I was just flushed.
Not till it's port though. Why?
I didn't love myself that day.
Was you in between checks?
Thing is, I took the BlurCon and I didn't even touch it.
Oh, you was ready for some shit.
I had so much other alcohol, but now I got to. I was like, yo, this shit is trash.
I drank a lot at BlurCon. Yeah, I didn't even get a chance to discuss my BlurCon experience with y'all because this is the first time I'm seeing y'all out there. Since we went to BlurCon, we had a time, baby. I was half naked the entire time. You know, that was great. No clothes. That's how I like to be. It was hot as shit. But I barely ate, which is funny because the year before I ate everything. But then this year I barely ate. And it was
busy.
Well, no, because
I ain't relate to.
When we went out to for breakfast every day, we went out for breakfast, or you know what I mean, to the little breakfast place in there. And I had a big old plate of food, but I couldn't eat. I don't know what it was. It was too much alcohol or it was too hot. I don't know what the hell it was, but I had a big plate of food.
You saw me with this, which was filled with all tequila all day for 3 days straight.
I barely saw Carty.
Yeah, I was around. I was there. I barely fucking see her.
Yeah, I barely. And I'll do better next year. I will. But it was a lot. I will. There's a lot going on. We had the cuddle party, of course. It's always craziness. I will tell you what happened, but I can't. You got to be there. Make sure next year you get your tickets to the cuddle party early, because what happens at BlurCon stays at BlurCon. But I can assure you that it was shenanigans. Hey, Rockstar, it was shenanigans. It was debauchery. My costume was amazing. It was floss, basically.
Wow.
And if you missed out, and I'm gonna announce this now, and I'm gonna announce it again at the end of the show. If for any reason you missed out on the cuddle party at BlurCon, but you still want some debauchery and some shenanigans in your life, the pool party is coming up. Okay, so this will be the second year that we're doing our Virgo's Groove pool party. It is going to be September 2nd. It's in Clinton, Maryland. You want to get your tickets? They are available now. If you go on my IG, you will still see plenty of pictures and footage from the party that we had last summer. Carty was there. Yeah, it was a lot of drinking.
It was live.
It was a lot of fun. You all right, Jess? You all right?
Had to go that in there.
But your tickets are available now. You want to make sure you get your tickets. I am helping to plan the event, and it's going to be a great time. I want to revisit some things from my childhood that just make the summertime fun. So, and just put a little adult spin on it. Hey, Ty. So definitely, y'all want to get y'all tickets. Y'all want to come on out. Get your bathing suit, be scantily clad and all that good shit. And maybe you might find a jump off. So
possible.
You probably will find a jump off. That's all I'm saying. And we have a bunch of events coming up this summer, going all the way into November. So I will be keeping you guys up to date on all of it. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired already. I'm planning stuff and I'm exhausted. So if you appreciate me helping to plan these,
keep going.
You appreciate me helping to plan these events for you guys. If you appreciate the shenanigans, the debauchery, everything that we are bringing to y'all every Thursday. In addition to, please give us some stars, okay? Mama need a new baby. Mama need a new bathing suit for the party, okay? I already bought one, but I got 6 in my cart.
Yeah, please check with Ty next time.
You said I might have to show you my bathing suit a bit. I feel like it worked out well. It looked like we were higher models, so
it did.
Yeah. I got 6 of them, Ty. I don't know. I'm gonna buy. One just came in, but I'm wearing it this weekend for an event, so I still got to buy the other 6 in my cart. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Hey Jay. What about Libras? You an air sign? I'm an air sign too. That figures. As usual, I have my fellow unicorns with me. Why don't y'all go ahead and introduce yourself, ladies first?
Hey, Tokyo T here to bring you all things kinks and chaos. So stay tuned for Inside the Box.
I have to tease Tokyo. Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Yes, I'm kinky.
Kinky and in the closet with it.
Oh. And of course, we got our resident soft dime daddy. Say hello to the people, please.
Salutations. So soft dime daddy here. Ready to get it started tonight. Not for everybody.
And before I introduce myself, of course, you know, behind the scenes, we have the official, our Lord and Savior Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
Our Lord and Savior, just the best.
Our Lord and Savior, not Jesus Christ, but Jessica, just the best. Forgive me, Just
the best.
Listen, I'm going to let y'all know right now. When I say I am exhausted, I am exhausted. Ever since we have come back from BlurCon, I just been running.
I can see it all in your titties. It's just ugh. They just look like they just carry the weight of the world right now.
Look, I got on a sports bra. and some TikTok shorts. That's all I could give y'all, okay? Listen, that's all I got for y'all. Like, I just want to sleep. I can't fucking sleep. Anyway, y'all, let me say hello to the people.
Yes.
I am, as always, your queen of extra, your sultan of shenanigans, your diva of debauchery, and the official HBIC, Sovereign by Night. And we are going to be discussing a lot of things tonight, okay? This week has been absolutely crazy. I'm sad I missed last week's show because I had a lot of shit to say about the topic, but I digress. I'm also excited about this evening's show. So make sure if you are here and you have to step out for any reasons that you come back for the debauchery, because Tokyo is going to be taking us inside the box later and talking about a kink that involves period blood. I know y'all.
Oh.
We grown. We're going to talk about it. Okay? We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, nasties.
You filthy McNasty. So make sure if you leave for any reason that you come back, but you should stay because we're about to have a very interesting conversation. I want to say hey to Jay in the comments talking about them saints and sinners events. We can get into that. Just let me know when. That's all I'm saying. Oh, look, Rockstar said you did a good show last week.
Look at that. And she ain't cussed me out either. So I guess that's high praise too.
I'll trust her. So the main topic for this evening, right? For our mental health segment. Look, y'all don't even know I be teaching y'all. It's Carly Russell, right? Now, I'm sure you're going to be like, everybody's been talking about Carly Russell. What other conversation can we possibly have about it? But you know that when you come here, we're always going to have a discussion in a way that everyone else does not or cannot do. That's right. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery, but everybody can't do it like we do it. All right. So, her name makes you cackle. My thing is, Carly Russell, she went through great lengths to plan out this hoax.
Stupid, dumb ass, foolish ass plan.
Horrible great lengths.
Don't say she went. Listen, the plan was dumb.
But what people are not realizing is she is not the only one that has been doing this type of shit. There's actually been quite a few people who have been involved recently in kidnapping hoax or questionable disappearances that there is no answer to. Okay. So, of course, me being the psych nerd that I am, I'm just like, well, what kind of mental illness is this, right? So what I gather from it is that most of the people who engage in like faking their own kidnappings or something like that, right? Typically, they would diagnose them with having like a narcissistic personality disorder or histrionic personality disorder, right? I get that. But what I ended up finding out is that there is something called Munchausen by the internet.
The what?
Munchausen by internet.
Munchausen.
Yes.
Munchausen by
okay. Follow me, people. Follow with me.
I was calling it Gone Girl syndrome, but okay, I'm with you. I'm with you so far.
I like Gone Girl syndrome. I like that name too. So Munchausen, for people who don't know, regular old Munchausen is a rare psychological and behavioral condition in which somebody fabricates or induces symptoms of illness in themselves, right? So I want attention, so I'm going to pretend that I'm sick or I have an illness so that people will take pity on me and give me attention and woo and, you know, make me feel right. Rockstar said, yes, remember the burst. I don't know what that is, but that was hurting her child and saving them. Right. So to her point, Munchausen by proxy would be the same thing, except I'm doing it to someone that I'm the caretaker for. So typically it's your child, but it could be like a senior, you know, somebody that you are and they're dependent on you. Okay. I ended up finding out that there's something called Munchausen by internet that they're currently like researching, but it's a thing because it comes up quite often. So they said that it's a set of behaviors, and they've done some case studies document how individuals misuse the internet-based support groups, or just the people that populate the internet, offering false stories of personal illness or crisis for reasons such as garnering attention, mobilizing sympathy, acting out anger, or controlling others. And I was like,
we know about we know
Fight
some
Club.
people that partaking this on a regular basis.
That's what happens. Fight Club.
We do.
Wild.
Tokyo, we know somebody who really does this. Like
All
the time they do it. Now,
Wow.
I do think that she has a personality disorder, this person that we know. But now that I'm thinking about it, like she could have this Munchausen by internet. Because I was saying it to myself, like, oh, it feels like there should be some kind of social media Munchausen syndrome. Because you're doing it for clicks and views. Like when you take a picture, you're so crying and shit like that or whatever, and you posting it. So you stopped while you was crying long enough to take a picture of yourself to post it.
And you go right back to normal.
I'm just saying. I mean,
honestly, it makes total sense though, because it's an easier way to get the attention. So if you have Munchausen, you had to go back in the day, you had to go to the papers and the news and shit like that. Social media is right at your fingertips. So it makes perfect sense that it would evolve into an internet-based syndrome like that.
And a money grabbing scheme too at that.
Yeah, and it's super easy.
It can be used for that as well with the GoFundMes.
The Make-A-Wish. I remember that story about making a wish, and they had their child said that he was sick, so he could get to make a wish and get some shit done for free, and wasn't fucking sick. It's horrible.
So that blew my mind, and I was like, while everyone is out here trying to figure out why she did it, I'm like, this would explain it perfectly. It would explain it perfectly. I know everyone wants to believe like, oh, it's just as simple as, okay, her boyfriend cheated on her or something like that. I don't really know where that came from, but that's what one of the rumors is that her boyfriend cheated and, she was trying to get his attention and this, that, and the other thing. And I'm just like, while that may be true.
Could have been that too. It could have been
to the fact that she would go to that great of a length to get his attention. It's a little crazy. Most people were saying it is for attention, but if you think about it, she's not speaking to the media.
She can't because she's about to go to jail.
She couldn't. Crazy people don't care. If you're doing something for attention and that's what your goal is, then if you're going to speak to the media, you're going to put yourself out there.
And I think that's the difference was she didn't know how big it was going to get. Like she didn't think it would get national media attention, and that's why her ass just, I'm just going to go fuck home and cut this trip short. I think that's what happened. She was like, this shit ain't working out. My name is on CNN, and it wasn't supposed to get that big.
Still didn't get her actual story as to what she claimed, the lie she told. Like,
well, actually, I do know what the lie is that she told, which we're going to get to. So just say that she did have this syndrome, right? The people that we're going to discuss, I want you to keep the possibility of this in your head. They're saying that they think that it's a personality disorder in of itself, right? And personality disorders are a class of disorders. They're cluster B disorders, and the person has a distorted pattern of thoughts and beliefs about themselves, and it leads them to behave in ways that most people would think are atypical or abnormal, but to them it makes perfect sense. Like Rockstar in this comments, what? Now I've been there. Why the fuck I stopped crying to delete and retake one? I was down bad. So glad I got therapy. I'm glad you did too, sis, because that sounds real crazy.
Mm-hmm. We here for you though.
That's not a good crying picture. I gotta delete it and take another one. Lord have mercy.
Portray the pain I was trying to show. Like,
wow. So Carly is the main topic, but I'm gonna run through these other people real quick before because I know once we start talking about her, it's going to be a lot. Like I said, she's not the only person that has been involved in kidnapping hoax, right? It's actually been running rampant. If y'all recall, not that long ago, in June, the girl Shayla Porter, she is the young lady that never showed up for her graduation. So she was last seen on June 5th. She left her phone on her bed and didn't show up for her high school graduation, which was on June the 9th. The family said it was unusual for her to disappear. She had great attendance record at her school. She was headed to Morgan State, and she just up and disappeared and then reappeared on June the 16th. They said she was alive. She was safe. She was gone for 11 days, but we have absolutely no idea where the fuck she was at. They asked us to respect their privacy at this time and didn't say where she was.
I fucking hate that shit. I hate that though. Don't say respect the privacy. It wasn't private when you was asking for our fucking support. I hate that shit.
I want to know what the story. Yeah, because to me,
vacation.
To me, I'm like, you was with a boy.
Mm-hmm.
But what nigga is good enough to make you miss your high school graduation? There ain't that much dick in the world. You missing your high school graduation after you had an excellent attendance record? I'm really confused on that one.
It was probably Drake.
Oh.
But that's why I'm saying it's some fuckery and some bullshit, okay? That's one example. Then we have Abigail and Jean Toussaint. So this is the Haitian. Do you remember them? You remember them?
Yeah, I remember. You know,
They're the Haitian American couple, right? They went to Haiti to visit sick relatives. So they're traveling, but they never made it to the sick relative. They disappeared on March 18th. The niece told them that they were on a bus and they stopped the bus and ordered them to get off of the bus, all the Americans, right? And then they held them captive. So the kidnappers, they asked for $6,000 ransom, which the family paid. But then they turned around and asked for $200,000 each to release them after they had already sent the $6,000. Okay. Then all of a sudden, a month after they disappeared, they were returned. They came back to America, but no one is saying where they were and what actually happened. Now, I did a video about this when it actually first occurred, and my thing was they were scamming for some money, in my opinion.
I call bullshit the first time I heard the story. I said, Black Americans hostages in Haiti. That shit don't fucking happen.
They're
maybe the white
Haitian.
People.
They're actually Haitian, though.
Right,
so
that shit don't happen. Black people don't get ransoms. It doesn't happen.
I'm like, y'all paid $6,000. I think that the family did pay the money, but when they came back and asked for the more money, that's what let me know, like, that's a scam, in my opinion.
Scam they have like, oh shit, I didn't think they sent $6,000. No way, try to squeeze some more out of them while we here. Danny a new pair. Danny a new car.
Okay, it definitely went on a cruise.
Why they come back?
The money, they got their money. They could come back now. They ain't want to stay in Haiti. They ain't want to live in Haiti. They just
right. No one wants to live in Haiti.
Imagine I'm having money. I'm having money problems. Like, well, I'm gonna go over there and visit TT. You know what I'm saying? And while
y'all
I'm there,
both agreed on this stupid shit. Like y'all both was like, you know what? You're right. Not one of y'all is like, this is dumb.
I call fucking bullshit. Like, you came back, you gain weight. How you get hostage? You gain weight when you come back. I don't fucking trust none of that shit.
Now, that's the black people, but it ain't just the black people that are engaging in the shenanigans, okay? We got Rudy Ferreras, okay? I hope I'm saying his name correctly. Now, he disappeared in 2015 while walking his dog, allegedly. But he was miraculously found beaten and bruised recently by a good Samaritan who called 911. And so the story made national headlines because this man had disappeared for 11 years and somehow was miraculously found in the same state he disappeared in, alive and well, 11 years out the clear blue sky. So what ended up happening is that new details came out, and it said that he actually never was missing. He was with his mother the entire time. Okay. She lied to the police about his whereabouts, and he spoke to the press and said that his mother was very controlling and trying to keep, she was trying to keep him from leaving at all. So she coerced him into keeping up the lie. They interviewed him and they said that he did disappear with the dogs, but he came back one day later, and she decided to keep the lie up. So when the neighbors are seeing this boy come in and out the house, she's saying, that's not my son, that's my nephew. So he said that she psychologically manipulated him into going along with the lie, and that he was brainwashed.
How old was he?
He was 17 at the time when this happened. So she locked him pretty much up in the house, and he rarely left the house except for when he was going to work with her. So he was going to work at her.
Jussie Goons.
Probably. Smollett.
And the police have questioned them over the years, but he would lie about his age and who he was. And I guess they just finally decided to be tired of keeping up the charade and tried to make it seem like he was found, but then he ended up telling the truth. These people are fucking wild. They're nuts.
We have to be. There's real people out there missing. Like, for real, people out there missing. Especially in this fucking city of Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly. And he was a Hispanic, so he's a Hispanic person, so you're a person of color, and it's doing a lot of damage. Okay, but let's move on to the vanilla people. All right.
Oh, we have to. They just be extra.
Yes, we do. Sherry Papini. Now she was reported missing in 2016. 3 weeks later, she was found injured and alone on a highway about 140 miles away from her home. She told the police she was abducted and tortured by two Spanish-speaking women who kept her chained in a closet, held her at gunpoint, and branded her with a heated tool. So she had a branding on her. All right. The accusations led the authorities to carry out an extensive search because they're looking for these Spanish-speaking people that's branding people and torturing them, keep chained up in the closet. She received $30,000 from victim compensation. Her story fell apart in 2020 when the DNA that was found on her clothes led to an ex-boyfriend. And the ex-boyfriend, hey, Devin, the ex-boyfriend gave it up. He said that he helped her run away, claimed that she was in an abusive relationship because she was married. So the boyfriend helped her run away, and she injured herself, chopped off her own hair, and asked him to brand her with the tool.
White people.
So they corroborated the ex-boyfriend's account, including telephone records, the work schedule, car receipts, odometer records, toll records, an interview with his cousin. And so she's going to serve 18 months in prison, followed by 36 months of supervised release after she admitted to the hoax and pled guilty, and she's ordered to pay nearly $310,000 in restitution. And of course, her husband, they filed for custody of their children and for a divorce.
You're damn right.
What the difference is, she actually got money for this. None of them black people got no money and shit, I'll tell you that.
But she got to give back way more than what she got.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, they came up with some money to try to fire her ass, and I'm crying. I can't even.
I was the first to say Mexicans as far as Spanish people kidnapped you. Because you know how white folks feel about Mexicans, especially the law. They will turn over every fucking rock in a 1,000,000-mile radius just to find somebody and just deport their asses. You should have said, "Oh, it was like some redneck folks."
And the crazy thing is
easy.
that the story is stupid because here's my thing: if you watch any kind of Law and Order or anything, why would you make your abductor a female? 2 females took you, a female and a man, I could believe, but 2 females and they left you chained in the closet for what? They didn't sexually abuse you. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I could make up a better story like that off the top of my head.
They didn't want no ransom or nothing. They didn't want anything. They just wanted to hold you and let you go, huh? They wanted to play around with you and then let you leave.
Brand juice.
And last but not least, before we move on to Carly, we have Katie Sorensen, who in December of 2020 visited a Michael's craft store in California with her 4-year-old and her 1-year-old. After purchasing some items, she loaded her children into the car, left the parking lot, and a few minutes later, she called the police and said that a couple tried to kidnap her children.
I think I remember.
So she was a mommy influencer on, social media. She was an influencer. So a week later, she publishes a video on Instagram describing the near abduction of her children, adding significant details that she did not say to the police. Okay. Now, she said she wanted to share her story to raise awareness and just encourage parents to be more aware of their surroundings. And the video was viewed 4 million times. So she appeared on the local news. She repeated her account, which drew more attention. And the police followed up with her. And she identified a couple from the surveillance video in the Michael store and said, that's the couple that tried to take my children. Of course, they were Hispanic. Okay. The Hispanic couple tried to steal my children. The couple by the name of Martinez, they were fully cooperative with the police and denied the allegations. And so she ended up getting sentenced because it was absolutely positively not true. She got 90 days in jail and was sentenced to 12 months of informal probation. And she is also ordered to have no social media presence, to submit to warrantless searches and seizures of her electronic devices, and to complete a 4-hour implicit bias training program in addition to paying various fines and fees.
Yeah. Take the children. Take them kids.
I want to Spanish people to stop being the fall guys for all this stuff.
He's obviously crazy. Like, take the kids.
Yeah.
Put them in foster care or give them to their grandparents or something. Like,
because why would she not
leave the kids with her? Like, what the fuck? She's insane.
For a psychiatric evaluation, but I guess that their thing is that she's just doing it for clout. She was just doing it for clout. But now, even these are 2 white women. I'm giving you the example that everyone seems to be doing it. Everyone is falling into this. I will go to any lengths to get a click and a view, to be an influencer, and I think it's absolutely fucking ridiculous.
It's poison.
Annalise said the whole thing is crazy, but do y'all remember when Carlisha was kidnapped by her ex after her shift at Penn? I do recall that. Hey, Sal. So that's why when we had the conversation about Carly Russell, I was like, I know that she's not the only person that has done this. It's just getting more attention than the other people who have. So there isn't seeming to be, I don't want to say an epidemic, but definitely a spreading
uptick of it.
Yeah, an uptick, a spreading of people doing this because it's getting them not only attention that I'm sure that they need for whatever multiple reasons, from mental illness to just, I guess, wanting to be, a larger content creator, have a larger presence. You know what I mean? Something is wrong, and it's a little bit sad because we didn't have these things when we were growing up. Like, we didn't have access to all of this. So the fact that we have these things going on now, it's just like, is social media poisoning us? Is it poisoning us? Is it causing mental health issues?
To the weak-minded, I would think.
I mean, everything can poison you. Anything can poison you. Like anything that's positive can also fuck with you. So I think it's just easily accessible. You know what I mean? When the internet first came out, people was doing crazy shit on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's still happening. It's just that I feel bad because a lot of teenagers are going missing. You know what I'm saying? And I just
human
feel bad
trafficking is
that
real.
y'all, these people doing this, pretending to do this, and taking up time that we could be putting awareness out for the people that's actually getting kidnapped for real. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of fucked up. I don't want to say they're ruining it because they might be ruining it for some people, because a lot of social media influencers, like with a big following, have shared this case at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, oh my gosh, she's missing, and
Right,
you
I got
see it,
DM
and
with
then
it.
now you see them doing rebuttal videos of how hurt they are. So it makes me feel like, damn, they might not want to do it next time, or they might have to wait. They'll wait longer to see what happens before they put it out there. You know what I mean? I swear, everybody was sharing, like, oh my god, we got to find her. You know what I mean? And I just think it's kind of fucking up a little bit. Like, it's still beneficial, and I hope people don't stop looking for people that's really missing, but
Right.
maybe the penalty should be a little harsher. You know what I'm saying? The people that do this shit, y'all need to get like 3 years in jail minimum. Something like that. Like, make the situation worse. You know, because you find out, then you're going to fuck the jail because you're playing in our face.
Annalise said Viola Davis no longer has it on her IG. They are distancing themselves quick. Rockstar said, yes, the internet made everything worse. Everyone thinks they're famous or wants to be, so much so you can't even look normal. You have to be done up perfectly, makeup and weaves and certain clothes. Shaking my head.
Or the flip side.
Content
I think
it's very hard. And I mean, that's a whole nother conversation. I will say that I was sad because the thing that made me feel and connect to the story so much is like, damn, that could have been me, because I would have stopped. If I saw a kid, that would make me stop. And I was shit, I would have been gone. So I think that's what it is. They hurt so many people because they, sometimes stuff happen and you be like, well, why the fuck would they do that? Or why the fuck was they there? But in this situation, it was like, yo, that could have really been me, because that is the one thing that would make me stop, is to see a kid. So I think that's why people are hurt by the situation. And then it is also like you're very much taking lightly the fact that so many Black women and Black children go missing and are being trafficked. And so to not have any, like, from what I understand, she was in college, she's in nursing school. Like, you seem to be an educated young woman.
And that's a facade right there. You use your good image to, try to sell it.
Another thing. It'd be people that are actually very successful, and it's very odd. That's so odd to me. I don't know. Something about that is interesting. So the last girl was the same way. She was about to graduate high school. She was first in her class. Like, y'all are already great. Like, I don't understand. Like, y'all have good social media following. Like, y'all already there. Why? What is this for? Why? It's never no end. Y'all always gonna keep wanting more. More.
The master scheme.
But that's what makes me say to myself, like, there's something deeper there, right? So people think that when you say, oh, somebody has mental health issues, that means that they don't have a sense of right and wrong and they couldn't plan it out. But you can have a mental health issue and be fully cognizant of what is right and wrong and plan things out, to fulfill whatever that need is in you. If the person is a narcissist, they would like with Jussie Smollett, and we did a whole show on Jussie. Like, well, why would Jussie do that? If you're a fragile narcissist, you need a narcissistic supply, and when you can't get one freely, you will create one. And he created the biggest way because he was running around. Yeah, I'm the gay. What did he say? I'm the gay Tupac and all this shit like that or whatever. Like, he really was leaning into it.
Wow.
In his case, I really do believe he's a fragile narcissist and he wanted to create something.
He was.
He could get that.
I call bullshit on that too, and I call bullshit on this story as well when I first heard it. I was like, all right, kid on the side of the road. She gets out, call 911. She doesn't stay on the phone with the kid till the police arrives. I call bullshit. This is just me out of just reading the story when it first came out. I was like, I'm gonna sit on this. I'm not gonna share it. I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let this shit play the fuck out. Because this shit don't make any sense. Like, okay, now my head's starting going down. Oh, maybe it's like a little person, and like maybe it was like a setup to get her. And I mean, that would be one way, but she didn't stay on the phone. Usually when that stuff happens, you call 911, they tell you to stay on the phone till help arrives, right?
Right.
And that didn't happen.
Right.
It's like, all right, I'm with this kid. I'll just wait for you at mile, whatever. And just hang up the phone. And now look at the surveillance video and everything else. Oh, there's no fucking kid. So I just feel bad for the kid that was never real.
Of course, everybody by now should know the story that she was driving home. And she called 911 to say she was stopping her car to check because there's a toddler in a diaper on the interstate, and the family member lost contact with her after she got off with the police and called them. So she was on the phone with the sister-in-law. We could hear Russell asking someone if they were okay. This is what the sister-in-law is saying. There was no audible response. And then the sister-in-law heard Russell scream, and the line remained open. But of course, there was no more contact or interaction with her. The police arrived in about 5 minutes, and they found her wig, her cell phone, and her purse near the vehicle, but no sign of the child. So 2 days later, around 10:45 p.m., on a Saturday, she returned home on foot, and the authorities arrived, took her to the hospital, and she was treated. Data from her phone, including her Life 360 app, shows that she traveled approximately 60 yards in her car while she was on the phone with 911. So they wanted to point out that that's the length of 6 football fields. So while she was making calls and watching the child, so allegedly the toddler who was barefoot and about 3 or 4 years old traveled 6 football fields while she's following them on the road. The child is not crying because no one ever heard this child. And so that was a big indicator that something is not right. In addition to the fact that she Googled, you have to pay for an Amber Alert, what's the max age for an Amber Alert. She searched for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville, Tennessee. She searched for how to take money from the register without getting caught. And she also searched for the movie Taken, a film about abduction starring Liam Neeson. And when she was found, she had $107 in her sock. Okay. She also, before she even made the phone call about the child, she took from her job a dark colored bathrobe because she was working at a spa, a roll of toilet paper, and other items belonging to the business. She also went to Target and bought snacks that include Cheez-Its.
Fucking Cheez-Its.
So this is the story that she told the police, because a lot of people were like, well, what did she tell the police, right? What she told the police was she was kidnapped, fed, photographed, and escaped in walking distance of her home. So she said that while she stopped to help the boy in a diaper, a man with orange hair and a big bald spot on the back emerged from the trees near I-450.
A ginger?
And pulled her into a 18-wheeler. She said she escaped the truck, but was captured again and put into a car. So though she was blindfolded, she was not bound because they didn't want to leave impressions on her wrist. She said she heard the baby crying and a woman with a man that she said kidnapped her. At the house, she was forced to undress and photograph. She does not remember them having any physical or sexual contact with her. And she stated the next day she woke up and was fed cheese crackers by the female, the Cheez-Its, okay, that she bought from Carty.
Feeding her damn self.
Okay. The woman played with her hair, and then she at some point was put into a vehicle and managed to escape in West Hoover. She told the detectives that she ran through a lot of woods until she came out right near her residence.
Ain't that something?
What a twinky dink. So now they're trying to get in touch with her to get more details, but she is not cooperating.
Of course.
She was gone for only 49 hours. Of course, her family is standing by her, especially her mother, saying like she definitely was fighting for her life.
Did y'all see that interview?
I'm crying.
Yeah.
And I was like,
wow.
that interview was stupid as shit. I was like, y'all can't be serious. Y'all going to double down on this? Like, really? You going to double down?
So
Dad just sitting there fucking trying not to laugh.
I can't.
At least they let Liv and Finn interrogate her ass. Okay. And Jay said 2,160 feet, damn near half a mile. That baby was moving.
He was gassing it.
Carolyn said they let her go.
Like, I'm confused.
I'm sorry. Carolyn said they let her go because she was farting up their truck with the cheesy
ass. I mean, can we put this in the book? So if you're gonna do this shit right, don't Google shit on your phone or your computer on your profile. Like, this is just simple shit.
Oh my god, so many true crime things that you can watch. You know what I'm saying? That you could be like, okay, phones is like number one. like
burner phones. Like, I don't understand.
She was doing something about leaving her phone in the car. She was like, I leave it in the car. They won't know where I'm at. The fact she left her wig is, I think, what threw me. That was it for me.
I think that she was trying to say a black woman would never leave a wig. Like, I think that she was trying to. My thing is, like, you took the snacks with you. You took toilet paper with you. First of all, where the fuck was you at? You took
prepared.
You took the cheeses with you, and then you
a hostage kit
that they was feeding you cheeses.
Listen, she went in them woods. Okay, she went in them woods and had her little snack, and she said, "You know what? Fuck this. I'm getting bit up with too many mosquitoes. I get the fuck back out of here because enough is enough. Can't take it."
I don't think she thought this through.
She didn't. She was like, I could just be in the woods. They can't find me.
Like, what would be her end game, y'all? So it's like, okay, I'm gonna pretend that I got kidnapped, and a crazy Ron Weasley guy kidnapped me and threw me in a trailer. All right, messes with my hair. The bitches play with my hair because my cat wig's off, my head's all fucked up. All right, what next?
She thought she was being smart. All these little.
What next? What is your game? What's your go-to? What's your plan next after that?
Do
you wait it out, or did you get tired or bored? And
maybe.
Why did she think she would qualify for an Amber Alert? You a grown ass woman.
48 hours is not a long time. That's fucking 2 days.
Hey, Annie.
I don't think she could take the.
Hey, Marion. They said she was somebody tool shed eating cheeses.
Right.
I swear to God, if this is really about Beyonce, this Warm thing is real.
Yo, I'm crying. Not Beyonce. She went to Nashville.
Beyonce was in Nashville that weekend.
Wait a goddamn minute! Y'all trying to say she went to the Beyonce concert? She ain't with nobody.
It could have been a possibility. I don't know.
Shut the fuck
up. Just said she went to Nashville for Beyonce. Oh.
That would be absolutely wild. Now, there's other things that she Googled that they're not divulging to the public. So there's
like what?
They're not divulging this. I don't know.
The one we won't know until
they said that there's other things that spoke to her state of mind, and they're not going to let us know right now.
I need a public apology. I'm gonna need her to say I was on some dumb shit. I wasn't thinking, and I'm sorry.
No, lock her up.
Now, I think. Do you think that she has a mental health issue?
She has to.
Question. This was an insane situation. Like, she did some insane shit. I don't think she's mentally ill. Like, she should be like, she's not insane. You know what I mean? She knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what she was doing.
Or she's fucking
But
stupid.
I think she should just go to jail. Like, I think she should get like, I don't want no fine. I want you to go to jail because you're stupid. False report, all the resources, like, you fucked up. Go to jail,
It's
serve your
stupid.
time. Don't be dumb again. Now you
Dude.
fucked up. You fucked up your whole life though. You was a nurse. She said she was a nursing school. She a nurse, right? You fucked up everything. You're gonna lose your life and everything.
She's not a nurse yet, but I do.
Won't be now.
Funny, there are a lot of people with mental health issues that are in the healthcare field. So that would track for
That's
me.
also true.
Yeah, I am leaning towards she might have this Munchausen by internet situation going on, but there are other factors that influenced her to do the things that she did. If you understand what I'm saying. So yes, you have this disorder. You do have some type of personality disorder.
Yeah, we need 60 minutes.
And certain things.
Review.
How old is she? Is she 25?
She was young.
She's 25, right? Yeah, she's 25. So 25, for people who don't know, is around the age that a lot of mental health issues present themselves in adults. Now, the signs are always there beforehand. But when it really is like, hey, hello, bitch, I'm crazy. It's around that age. So it would make sense. And perhaps it could be a trigger for her. If her relationship ended, that could have triggered this and led her to do this.
It sounds so spur of the moment. Like, okay, I got 3 days to get this plan together. Let me just.
That would also speak to her impulsivity, right?
Right.
And
so
that will lean towards mental health issues.
Yeah, there was no end game. That's what surprised me. There's no end game. There's no other lover. There's no switching identity to be someone else or want to live in another life somewhere. You're not faking your own death. I mean, bitch, if you're doing to see Beyonce, you're just doing it for the wrong reasons. But I'm gonna need like a purpose. What is driving you to do this?
So we obviously see thus far, because it always could change, that at this point in time, she does not seem to be doing it for widespread attention, but she could be doing it to garner attention from a small group of people, which could be her family or the boyfriend.
This is a cry for help, most likely. Then, like I said in the beginning of the show, I was like, I don't think she meant for it to get this big. And when she found out, like, oh shit, I'm on national news. I just meant to, hurt these certain type of people. I got a call today, and that's when she turned herself in. I would came home.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, that's why I think it would happen.
Definitely, I would agree with it. Now, just putting her in jail, I don't know that would help. Because if it's
I feel like it would show that you can't do this. So she should get no repercussions. What's the repercussions?
No, I'm not saying that. She definitely should have some. But what I'm saying is, like, even with the white women, right, that did the same thing. Like, you got to be fucking crazy. The one lady, she branded herself and to fake her own kidnapping. That's definitely screaming, I need some kind of help.
They get counseling and shit in jail.
I'm sorry?
They get mental health shit in jail. She should be, it should be like a mandatory counseling while you're in prison, so you can focus on that shit.
They give you meds in jail. They don't give you, like, in a regular jail, you're not really getting the kind of help that you need. So yeah, she needs to go, if she can go to a facility where she's locked in, but let it be a psychiatric facility, is what I'm saying.
Right.
Because something is not right. I would love to see a psychiatric evaluation done on her.
Full psych eval.
For all of them,
and I would love to have a discussion with her parents, because there's always signs. Like her mother is definitely enabling her. Her mother's definitely enabling her. But I would like to think that if we sat down and had a real conversation, because you got to know what to ask. If you don't know what to ask, then they just want to conversation. You have a real conversation with the mom and like maybe like some aunt, uncle or whatever, and some cousins. Like, then you could really build a full.
Somebody gonna come out.
Really, is she?
The mom gonna hide.
That girl wasn't right. I knew that when all back then.
Aunts and cousins will be like, no, that bitch. I knew she was fucked up. I knew she always wanted the attention. She used to fucking do this shit all the time. I knew she was lying.
This ain't the first time she ran away. You know, the other family will tell it. And I feel like in the weeks to come that there will be more information that comes out or leaked. Cause you know,
I hope they don't shut it down though. Like I hope I want to know everything. You know, don't shut the whole thing down and don't say nothing else. Like that fucking stresses me out or something. Like I don't like that. What it does with a lot of these other cases, I guess because they have been fake. That's probably why they don't. I guess that's why. Because it's the first one that come back and it'd be like, yo, this joint is really fake as shit that I seen in person play out. The rest of them, I don't really remember even seeing them like that. But this one was pretty hype. So,
well, I will say that the police seem very tight-lipped about the whole situation, especially given the fact that they won't divulge the rest of the stuff that she was Googling. They won't tell.
Make them look done, and they got to clear their overtime.
Yeah, but I do believe they're going to make her pay restitution for all the time that and manpower that they spent looking for her when it was a hoax. And so that they do need to crack down on people, you know, making false claims of a crime. Because that's too many. I went over six people in addition to Carly. They had fake kidnappings. And the bad thing about it, for the people who were not Black that did it, they always point to a person of color. So they moved on from saying Black people did it. In the one case, both cases, it was Hispanic people that they accused Hispanic people of it. And that's incredibly fucked up. Lola, hey, honey. She said, folks enable folks that cause grief with which allows people to continue to be bad people. Rockstar said, from here on out, we need the story from the other side of the family. The immediates be lying. Like, ain't no fucking way every person that dies was a good person. Lies and
lies and tries.
Yo,
I like that. Hashtag that for the day.
Every fucking time. She was such a good person.
Yeah. That's a whole nother story. That's a note for a future show. It's on my nerves too. When these people, my dad, your dad was a piece of shit. Okay. And you sitting here crying every fucking birthday. I'm very confused as to why.
Saint to you, the sinner to somebody else. You know?
I digress. Like I said, that's
can we just tell these folks to start smaller? Like, don't go with just kidnapping. Start smaller. Do small time shit.
Oh, they said go big or go home, bitch. Think big.
Well, you think big, you better come with a bigger plan than Cheez-Its and wigs.
Listen, I knew somebody
together.
I knew somebody that literally faked cancer. Okay.
I know my mother faked cancer.
Yep. Yo.
Well, y'all the biggest narcissists are your mother, so.
So all y'all want. This is why I talk about crazy, baby, because I come from crazy. All right, if you want to talk about somebody faking, this lady had me thinking she had cancer. It took me 2 years to realize. Goddamn, wait a minute now. Ain't been
for a long time, bitch.
Ain't been no doctor's appointments. None of that stuff. She had cancer, and I'm boo-hooing.
Just victim blaming.
My mother is gonna die. No, the bitch was lying.
Really wild. It's really wild how they.
Y'all want to know why?
Y'all remember, like, have you ever tried to run away from home, and like the thought of it in your head, like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I don't want to clean my room. I'm gonna just, pack my toys and some drawers, and I'm gonna just leave and never come back, right?
I mean,
in your mind, like, okay, it makes sense. Okay, leave home, and you're packing your shit, and you put on your book bag, and you think, the sensibility comes in, like, where the fuck am I going to go? What am I going to do? Why am I even doing this to begin with?
Yeah, right? I thought about running away from home quite a few times, but I wasn't going to fake my death. I was just going to leave.
I feel like that's like the adult situation of this. It's just, okay, I can run away from home. I'm just run away from life real quick and just do it. Because you're doing it to scare your parents. You're doing it to scare somebody. right?
But
get away
you're not
from
doing it for you.
abuse.
You're not running away from home for you.
A lot of times they do run away from abuse, or like I can do this shit myself. I don't need you.
Okay, yeah,
And
we're not
like,
going to be talking about abuse on this one. We're just talking about you're just mad. You know, your parents just sent you to your room and you right.
My thing is that
acting out.
You went to great lengths. Like she could have just called the cops and then disappeared, and then it still could have came. But you made sure you purposely contacted your family. And do you understand how devastating it must have been for her family, for her to scream and then the line just go?
Yeah. The trauma, that's trauma.
There.
Mm-hmm.
Like you caused a lot of trauma to your family. That is absolutely so malicious and so evil to do that you would do that to them. You get what I'm saying? And I'm sure her mother does not want to believe that her child would do that. But sis, 1 + 1 = 2. Mm-hmm. And so what I would be doing is I would like, okay, maybe I do support you in public because I don't want to, say that you're a liar. Okay. But she definitely should be behind the scenes, getting her evaluated and finding out what the fuck is going on. What's going on with you? Because something is definitely not right. And
she fucking did. Honey ain't thinking all the way through.
I don't want nobody sleeping in my household that is
they can do anything at that point.
Yeah, they're capable of anything.
It's too unpredictable, and you got too many ideas. You can't be here. She left her wig. That's what got me.
You gotta leave the wig watch, or no one's gonna believe you.
At this wig. I just can't. Like I wouldn't be able to sleep well at night because now I'm like, who are you? Who are you, and what are you capable?
I wonder where did she leave the wig? Like, was it in the car, like gently placed on the seat, or was it like in the bushes, like a football field away?
She said, "Put this in the evidence, but I want it back." Okay, I paid the money for this wig. She ain't want to be with the wig in the woods and shit like that.
All the clips are straight and everything. Like, it didn't look like it has been ripped off at all.
So I'm like, was sis running around with straight backs? Like, or did she have like a stocking cap on her head? I'm very I want to know.
She had a Sailor Moon cosplay wig on.
The other thing that stood out to me in the story, she said a lot of ridiculous shit in her story that you told us, because the fact she said they didn't want to put handcuffs on her because they didn't want to leave marks is fucking asinine to me. They didn't restrain me because they didn't want to leave marks. What?
First of all,
they didn't scratch them to get DNA off my nails.
Did they tell you that?
Right. How did you know the reason?
Right. Because we don't want to leave marks on your body. Then they made you strip naked, but they let you keep your socks on, so they didn't discover the $107. So you was just butt asshole naked with socks on with $100. And why did you have $107 in your sock to begin with? You
specifically 107.
You just went to Target. When you went to Target to get the snacks, did you pull the money out of your sock?
I got to dispose of these clothes, so I'm gonna put it in my sock.
My thing was when you said that she was in a trailer,
keep they socks
right?
On.
The guy got her in the tractor trailer, right? And then she got away, blindfolded, and then got picked up in the car. So the truck driver also has a car on the side? Bitch, pick one. Which one is it? Truck or a car?
Was taken. That's what
Liam Neeson didn't do none of that shit in that movie.
We need to go back and watch it because she wanted to manifest this movie for her life.
2013. Is this a kink? Was Ron Weasley supposed to do something to her? I don't understand.
Recreate it. You just saw the Twitter, the tweet.
You should recreate it.
She manifested it. We talk about that all the time. Millie said that's like folks saying they don't understand why their drug addict family members steal from folks, yet they support their delusional behavior. Listen, I do understand crazy people to a certain extent. I spend a great deal of time understanding crazy people. And sis, you could have did better. That's all
I need this to be a Lifetime movie and played from the end to the start. Like she's already in jail. Like, you want to know how I ended up in here? And it just goes back.
Like how they start at the end and then
It's a wild, crazy tale of lies and deception.
Yo, I'm cracking up. And it comes back, it's Thursday. And it shows her like just in the spa talking to her co-workers and stuff. Hey,
record scratches. What would you do for Beyonce?
All I'm saying is she don't watch Law and Order, because if she watched Law and Order,
no, she don't.
She would have executed this better. Okay, exactly. Because Olivia Benson has prepared me.
Not the Tyler Perry wig.
Carolyn, this is a Tyler Perry movie.
It could be.
Not that wig.
Not that one.
You know how I feel about them fucking wigs.
A 6-part miniseries.
Tyler Perry wrote the script for her kidnapping, and that's why the shit don't make no sense.
This is Alex Cross 2.
Yeah. Or a miniseries. Oh my God.
Fucking foolishness.
So, in true form and fashion, you know that Twitter, Facebook, Instagram started putting the memes up in reference to Carly. So we about to, put up some of these memes.
Tubi.
Not a Tubi original.
They already bought the license from it.
Yeah. Yo, that's how she can make her money. She wants to sell her story. This one, employer rejects PTO request, me.
I'm on my way to work. Oh my God, someone's coming in the car.
I am
okay. I'm going to the mall.
Like, I'm not coming in and just send her a picture of Carly Russell. 100%. Go ahead, Jess. What? First of all, is that what she looked like without her wig? Where did they get this?
I feel like that is a picture that she got.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. That's her fucked up kitchen right there.
Taken by nobody.
That's horrible. Jess.
When I said this, just know I'm going for a couple days.
That's a shame.
That was fun for me.
Woo, baby.
Oh, black folks, I love us. We're great and horrible at the same time. It's just so messed up.
I've been laughing for 2 days straight. 100% laughing at all these memes.
It's so good though.
Well, we are talented. I know it was some more, Jess. And I can assure you that over the days to come, that there shall be like 100 more.
No more.
Oh, that's because you didn't add up. What happened to Scooby-Doo? There was a meme with Scooby-Doo.
Oh, yes.
I would have got away with it if it wasn't for
myself.
Oh, my God. So, like I said, y'all take that little tidbit that we just discussed about the Munchausen and the Munchausen by internet. That seems to be a real thing.
Just don't do
unfortunately, yes. Let's find out who the kidnappers really are. So that seems to be a real thing, the Munchausen by internet, and I definitely am seeing a lot of people engaging in it, and that's something that's crazy. If this is the effect that social media is having on people, we are doomed. We are doomed as a people. I really can say. You do have to have a strong mind and a stable sense of self, and especially if you're a content creator. Because I'm not going to lie, people that use filters on all their pics every day, all day, when I say that shit irritates my soul and I really feel like there's something wrong with you when you do shit like that, that bothers me to like no end. All your pictures. Bitch, you are not orange. Why the fuck is you orange in every picture? I'm very confused.
And you ain't got no blush on you. Like, why the fuck?
Like, I do it sometimes because I gotta do a TikTok or a video for whatever reason. And I look like I just woke the fuck up. All right, I'll put it on there. But not every single. You got a filter near your fucking kid in the picture with you. They got a filter on. Like, why do the baby got a filter? Why your baby got a filter? If you feel that insecure about yourself, then maybe you should not be on social media platforms. That's all I'm saying. You're going to have to love me for how I look. It is what it is. This is what the fuck you going to wake up to.
That's what I'm saying.
Point blank. And that, you know, that's why when people be like, oh, you didn't recognize me from such and such. No, bitch, because you don't look like that in real life. I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who you are. I've been looking at a filter pic for 2 years. I finally meet you in person. I don't know who you are. You look nothing like that. No!
Not with the fuck.
Man, these.
Oh my God.
Oh, the internet. See, this is what the internet is for, though.
The fucking little man.
The
little man.
Yo, this.
Tooken.
Not Tooken.
First, he saw a Tylenol man.
I'm fine. This is what the internet is for.
I wanted to have a different conversation and focus more on the mental health aspect of it, because I know everyone else is focusing more so on the, you know, is this damaging people,
Black culture,
women and Black children. Like that's going to be a conversation that goes on for days, and I feel like people were not having the other conversation and ignoring the fact that she's not the only person that has been engaging in this. So in that respect, I don't want to give her too much because she's just the one that blew up,
right?
But she is not the only one that has engaged in it. And do I personally think it's going to damage the way that they look for Black women? No, because they was never doing it before, and it's just not going to be. Nothing is going to change. I don't think that this is going to have this devastating effect that is going to change the way that they, you know, search for reported missing Black women. I don't think it's going to change anything because they never did.
I think what needs to change is the follow-up. So when they come back home, if there really was kidnapped or not kidnapped, the people that invested time in this deserve answers as well. So ain't no hell, oh, please respect our privacy and design. Nah, bitch, I'm gonna need you to say what the fuck happened. Okay?
But I will say,
and part about it.
In the stories that we discussed, there was consequences for the white people and the white adjacent. Them Black people though that disappeared and came back, those couple of stories,
they worked out. They got $6 grand.
Nothing was said. And you know how Black people are. We don't air out our dirty laundry. So whatever the fuck happened, they staying hush about it and they keeping it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that's quite interesting to me. But like I said, in the coming weeks, I do believe we are going to be getting more information about it. And I'm just waiting for one family to just step outside of the box and tell us what really happened. Okay. Rockstar says she's the female Jussie. And Carolyn says she definitely has a personality disorder, probably a splash of narcissism. Yeah, you probably weren't here in the beginning of the conversation, Carolyn, when I was saying that typically that's what you would attribute it to. But I'm having this dialogue with Carolyn because she's a nurse and she can appreciate it. That there is something called Munchausen by internet, and is basically the same thing as faking the illness, but you're doing it on a grander scale to get attention.
Fucking likes.
Media. So I'm not sure if this is something that she was doing, but there are people like Jussie Smollett who definitely have engaged in that type of behavior. And it does also stem from narcissism. And for those who do not know, there are many different types of narcissists, and they do not all present the same. So that's why they be getting past you. And you be wondering why you having issues with these niggas. That's why. He's a narcissist. You just couldn't put your finger on it. That's how I had to figure it out. I was with one and it was perplexing the fuck out of me. I said, I know you in a book somewhere. I got to figure this shit the fuck out. And now, since we have talked about shenanigans, oh yeah, Carolyn, why I got you on the line? I want everyone to congratulate Carolyn, who is an honorary unicorn, always here in the comments in the show. She is officially a RN, baby. Put some respect on her name. Hello, nurse. Don't y'all ask her for no money or try to slide in her DMs unless you mention what she bring to the table.
I'm just trying to get some free health care. I'm gonna just call you up for some diagnosis real quick. I'm gonna just need like a hint or two.
So we are going to, with that being said, we are going to move on to the debauchery, honey. We are going to be discussing a kink.
Oh, my stomach hurt.
It might make your stomach bubble a little bit. Okay. We're moving on to our Inside the Box segment, and I'm glad that you have stayed thus far. Let them have it, soft down, daddy.
Inside the box. Ew. Ew. This time is ill.
Welcome.
Today, so let's talk about this kink. Let's get into this kinkiness.
Let's get it over with.
We're going to talk about something that is very controversial. Okay, menstruation, period. Okay, the women's menstrual cycle. We're going to talk about something called
sex in the menstrual.
Running the red light.
Okay, running red lights, amongst other things. So this is called Menophilla. Okay,
Menophilla.
It is where the sight, smell, feel, taste, or thought of menstrual blood is sexually arousing.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah, all things.
Did you say smell arouses you? The smell of the period?
Smell, taste, sight, feel, and thought of menstrual blood.
Even a thought?
Yes. Have you ever walked past somebody and was like, you know what? I feel like her period is on. That is arousing.
You mean
not ever?
If I walk past you and I feel like your period is on, that's because I smell that shit. So
the bears can smell the menstruation.
Yes, and this person finds that very arousing. Okay, they are called bloodhounds. If you want to know the nickname for these people, they're bloodhounds. They're fucking dogs, animals. Okay,
bloodhounds.
Yes. So people
that's horrible.
Some of them have claimed that they enjoy licking used sanitary towels and sucking on used tampons.
Okay, I'm out.
That's
I'm
how
done.
far they will go.
I'm done.
Okay. That's how far they will go for this. Okay.
I'm done.
It's serious. It's a need and an urge that they will do. They will go through the fucking garbage. Okay. Yes.
The garbage? Why are we going through garbage?
They will go through the garbage to partake in this bloodlust. Okay. It's serious.
Hell to the now. To the now.
It's not just about having sex. It's not like, oh, it's wet, it feels good. It's you're on your period and it's coming out of your vagina. And I need to partake in this in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So this is not just like a random thing. This is something that's practiced in multiple different religions. And
what?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Like fucking vampire religion.
And I mean, it is associated. It could be associated with different things. Sexual vampirism, where people like to actually just suck blood. They'll partake in menstrual blood sometimes, but sexual vampirism, they like to cut you and suck a. That's different.
Fix it, Jesus.
Also,
just fix it.
What I talked about before, the thought of dirty, unsanitary things, they could kind of mix in with this too. You know what I mean? Like I talked about that a couple weeks ago.
People that's attracted to dirty niggas.
Yes.
Okay.
So this can kind of go into that too. But in other religions and folklore and things like that. So tantric practices Kariza, oral sex on a menstrual woman, a woman who is menstruating, is viewed as an opportunity to increase intimacy. So they believe that if you have oral sex with someone who is on their period, it makes you more intimate. It makes you more loving and closer with your partner.
So you want this blood clot in your mouth, huh?
Yep. This is my stink face right now.
Suck it right out. They just suck it right out.
Musty fucking. Oh fuck.
Okay, so in voodoo folklore, having sex with a woman during her period,
people into this shit.
You know they
ties
do.
that man with them for life. Okay.
Yeah.
Put a little menstrual blood in a spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? These are things that there are practices that the voodoo priestess may partake in.
So
Okay?
y'all black people out there, y'all all know that myth about putting period blood in the man's spaghetti. That's why and if y'all don't know, if you ever come across a man that will not eat just spaghetti and you know you can cook, a lot of men have been told that and they don't like eating spaghetti because they think that you put your period blood in it. And because if they eat it, that will bind you to the person. Now I'm speaking as a witch now. That will bind you to the person. And you will be in love with them and you will have to be with them. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ty said, well, I guess I can start drinking now.
How can you drink after hearing that?
You should have a couple drinks before you got into this.
Carolyn says, so they drinking tampon tea.
Yep.
Rockstar said, I had an ex that asked me, what would you think if I just wanted to eat you while your cycle was on the blood? I never looked at them the same. Like, okay, Edward.
Edward, you need fucking help.
His own name.
I had a friend who had a boyfriend who loved to give her head when she had her period.
God.
Like, that was shit. He loved that shit. Wild. I don't know. So in other spiritual practices, menstrual blood is collected in vials and used in pagan rituals. Those are just a few of the things that people do. Now,
we got a liar on the line. A liar on the line.
So it's actually effective terrorism. So I don't eat food.
Not only do you eat my food, y'all can continue.
And if you didn't know, it is a well known that the Hells Angels, the motorcycle gang, they participate in giving oral sex to women on their menstrual cycle. It's called getting their red wings. So on their jackets, they have certain color wings on their jackets. Red wings mean that you have given head to someone on their menstrual cycle. I want to read a list of what all the colors mean because this took me out. I didn't know this. So let me just give y'all a few of them.
Okay.
Like I said, red wings, perform oral sex on a menstruating woman. That's red. Black, performing oral sex on a black woman. If you have white wings, performing oral sex on white women. Yellow, performing oral sex on an Asian woman. Green, performing oral sex on a woman infected with an STD. I don't know why you want to display that. I don't know why. Gold wings is participating in a gangbang involving more than 15 men. Purple, performing oral sex on a dead woman. Brown, performing ass to mouth on a woman. And blue, having sex with a law enforcement woman. I don't know why they want to display this on their jacket.
All Hell's Angels?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
Literally almost like rites of passage. Like, I don't know why this is, but that blew me. I didn't know that. That was wild.
That's crazy. There's some crazy
ass it's almost like you gotta do something strange to get these wings. You gotta earn these wings, okay?
Curtis said like 4 of them wings is felonies.
Legit.
Yo, now I gotta go research Hell's Angels because I had no fucking idea.
Wild. Okay.
They're crazy. They kind of like a sadist club.
So psychology. We all know that psychology is very subjective. We don't really know for sure why they do this shit. But like I said, it has been linked to mysophilia, which is sexual practice pleasure from filthy things, and sexual vampirism. They kind of overlap. Some theorize that men lust after menstruating women because they are envious of their bodies. Constant preparation for fertilization. So that's a little iffy, you know what I'm saying? But I do think it is some type of connection between women's body's ability to do this thing and like almost like a curiosity, like, and then I don't know, I that's a little muddled to me, but I get it. I get where they're going with it. Also, a lot of people believe that menstrual, like the scent of menstrual odor, is linked to sex and fertility.
That is disgusting. Now, I will say that I'm an adult woman. I don't really have like my period doesn't really have much of a smell. But like when you're younger and your period first starts and you're young, that shit smells like catfish left out during a heat wave. It smells horrible. I don't know what it is about the beginning, but when you grow, like I don't know. Maybe other women do. I know I don't. Thank you.
Like blood smells like blood. Like it smells like iron or something to me. Like it don't smell like fit or nothing to me. Like it smells like I don't know, like iron or something. Like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Now, Caroline is saying this is a health hazard.
Well, yeah. I mean, of course, it's risky as shit. I mean, it's blood, DNA, it's fucking disease. You know what I mean? A lot of things can happen. It's a very risky thing. But these people do it. They love it. They find it arousing. They have a sexual connection to it. It is very risky, and I would not recommend.
And they're sick and they need help.
Maybe I don't know. It's a lot.
Now, here's my thing. Would you let your husband do that to you while your period was on?
No. You don't even let him nut. No.
I'm not. You put your face near my vagina during that time. Absolutely not. And you know what's crazy? It just makes me think of like the clots. It made me think of like you sucking it out, a noise. Like everything about it.
Just shut up.
Look, your mouth like this.
Like, don't come up chewing. Don't be like, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god! Like you're eating fucking baby tissue. Like I can't take that. I don't know. It's stressful. No, absolutely.
I'm about to be sick.
Absolutely
I'm legit about to be. Let's wrap this shit up.
Did y'all remember when I said gefilte fish and blurred kind? I remember it.
I'm gonna wrap this shit up.
So honestly, it is women who are actually into this. It's not just men. Men are a majority of the people who are into monophilia and period stuff like that. But there is women. There are plenty of women who also like to engage in period play, I guess, or are bloodhounds and stuff like that. Women often are charmed by men who are into this, because it kind of makes them feel like, oh, you still want me, or you still like, you don't look at me any type of way just because I have a period. You know what I mean? So they get charmed by it. Like, oh, I don't care about your period. Ain't no big deal. It kind of is a turn on. You know, I'm like, all right, well, shit. You ain't disgusted by this bodily situation.
Carty.
So I also wanted to read.
No, don't ask me no fucking questions.
Carty.
I'm not asking any questions right now.
Don't be so squeamish, Curtis. So, Carty.
I wish I could leave. I can't leave. I'm part of the show. I gotta stop for this shit.
No, who's your celebrity crush?
No. Answer's no. Answer's no. I'll come back again in a week. Holla at your boy.
But you would run a red light. Like you had sex with him, but you don't want to eat him out.
Right? No.
You wouldn't run a red light either.
We let y'all come in our mouth.
I mean, no, because I don't know how to put this. Because sometimes I knock it on and it just be there, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm already in the act of it, so we just gonna have to stop.
But if he's actively bleeding beforehand, you don't want it.
No, when I see the period panties, then I already know. Great. Okay. That's a sure tell sign to stay the fuck away from that, and it's hit time. So I'm also happy about that too. So it works out.
So what you're saying is you will give oral, and if you notice a little spotting, you'll still continue.
I never said any of those words out of my mouth. Why would you put those words there?
Huh?
No.
No,
ma'am.
I just was asking, what if her period wasn't on, but y'all had sex, and maybe you made her like spot a little bit, so you giving her head, you might notice it's a little pinkish hue or whatever. Do you finish or do you stop?
It's fucking pull all the brakes. Everything's stopping. We ain't doing this. No.
Question is with you.
It ain't that bad. It's not that bad.
Huh?
to let somebody eat you out on your period?
The fact that she had to wait and think about it.
Okay. Is it like the first 2 days? Or is it like when it's about to be off?
Okay, that's different. Hold on, give me a minute. Let me think. Okay. First couple days is the worst.
We have a real conversation.
Now, look,
you're sick. If you know your spotting, you should.
But we about to have a real conversation. Go ahead.
Listen though. Mm-hmm. Okay, mine's be long. So first 3 days, I mean, you chewing shit. Okay. Now, barbecue sauce time. You know what I'm saying? I could wash up. You know what I'm saying? Barbecue sauce time. I could wash up and say stay above. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Folks on the quit. We might go work around it. Okay? We might go work around it. Sweet Baby Ray's time. You know what I'm saying? Why
are you bringing Sweet Baby Ray's into this? That's my favorite barbecue sauce. How dare you?
That's what it is. The last couple days is like Sweet Baby Ray's.
What the fuck is that?
You don't know. You ain't been there.
No, I haven't. I don't want to go there.
It's about that time. You know what I'm saying? So maybe
that's at the beginning when it's like is most
kind of thick sauces that's going on.
It's a lot.
It's
a lot goes on. You don't understand.
No, you don't. Like that's why I said we gotta have a real conversation.
I'm on the wrong show today.
Women know what women do, cause like it's times that I know my period about to come on. Right?
You ain't the only one.
I'm just talking.
What the fuck? I'm just here.
I know my period about to come on, but I want some dick. And this is my last opportunity to get some dick before my period comes on.
I need something to drink.
You grown, and you got daughters. Now, this is my last opportunity to get some dick before my period comes on. But there is a very real possibility that having sex with him will knock my shit on.
Right.
Hey, I might have seen some spotting already. I'm still getting some dick. I'm gonna just let you know. If it come on in the midst of it. He ain't gonna notice until we done. It is what it is. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, that's true. I prefer not to have no head during the menstrual cycle. That ain't good. I don't like that. I don't want that. But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking logically. Like you could.
I'm feeling like really sick right now.
You've done nasty things. Like you'll be all right.
Hey,
I'm gonna read a little cat.
Rockstar said Chris always knocks mine on. It pisses me off. My shit constantly on at this point. Ooh, child.
For real though. It get like that. Shit is wild.
Also, if my period was already on and the heavy days is gone, right? Now, I would no longer need a tampon. Maybe I could get away with a liner. Or I could get away with an hour or two without having nothing. You get what I'm saying? So you like, it's not really off all the way, but I want some penis. Now, when I have sex, it's going to knock it back on because it wasn't all the way off.
Right.
I'm gonna take a shower and everything.
Right.
But I'm getting some dick. I'm leaving here with something.
And on that note, I want to read a little excerpt. So,
excerpt from what?
When they talk about this, people that talk about it. Okay, when my boyfriend eats my vagina, when I'm on my period, it makes me come so hard. It is such an amazing feeling. My pussy is getting wet right now as I'm typing this blog. But also, this doesn't stop with Red Wings. He goes further. Some guys go so far as using my tampon like a tea bag, dunking it up and down to make a drink to enjoy. I have heard about girls taking tampons out for someone to suck the blood out of it. This makes a cum eating fetish look like vanilla.
I'm not that bad.
The devil's real.
I'm not that bad.
Okay. This person has the actual Menophilla. Blood to me is exciting, thrilling, a visual delight. It has been this way since I was a young girl. Nosebleeds and the sight of blood was exciting to me. I would just sit in the mirror and watch red rivulets run down my face. Now she has a period and she gets to see it all the time.
I am sick and tired.
So now, if you wanted to participate in this thing, right? If you want to participate in this kink, bloodhounding, if you will, with your partner, aside from the typical penetrative sex or oral sex, you can try different things to participate. One, you can, finger the vagina during menstruation and trail the blood on either the person's skin, wipe it across you, get the sensation,
Like markings?
feel it.
Like tribal markings? Like Simba and Lion King? Just,
If you feel like this is something you might want to get into, yes, do a little Simba. Go see, what I'm saying, how it feels. Get your hands in there, Or you can take out and reinsert your partner's tampon or menstrual cup. Now, I have recently been
what are we doing?
And a menstrual cup is a cup that you insert during your period and it catches all your blood, and you take it out and pour it out and wash it out and put it back in.
Like an oil drip? Like a car?
Huh?
Like a car oil drip pan?
Yeah. Yep. It's an oil drip pan. Absolutely. I like that.
What is that thing?
You take it out, you wash it out, you pour it out, and you put it back in. And I feel like that would be like the perfect thing for a bloodhound. It's like, it's in there. It's everything you want. Clots and all. It's wild.
No, your body is amazing. Like, women's bodies are fucking amazing. There's nothing else in this world that can bleed for 7 days and still live.
I don't believe
it. And it feels like that. It feels like you're dying.
Well, people just bleed in general. If I bleed for 4 days, I'm gonna fucking die. Okay.
Well, that's why a lot of women are anemic. So, we're constantly losing blood.
If you don't want to physically partake in this kink, you don't want to, blood is messy. It's a lot going on.
The cup is a game changer. What? What the fuck am I reading?
Carolyn said because the hormones are working and the womb is getting ready for breeding, that's why it's still nasty. The Blamer Bird said days like this, I'm glad I'm alone. Rockstar said, okay, wait, because seeing a man bruised up and bleeding arouses me. Like, oh, you're so tough. Let me make it better, my big, strong man. Doesn't include a princess cup.
There's no menstrual dom.
Changer. Rockstar said, I'm anemic horribly. That's why I didn't dance at the last shindig. Got to take my pills.
Now, listen. If y'all want to partake in this without partaking in actual blood, you can go online and buy something called menstrual odor.
Bitch, I know you lying.
Menstrual odor, and it's called. Can you put the vial up, please?
You're not. We saw it already.
It's a fetish item for anyone who wants to enjoy the fragrance of a menstrual cycle.
The fragrance? The fragrance?
Use the smell liquid on dolls, a partner, a masturbator, or any other type of sex toys, clothes, or costumes. Or even just by itself on your hands or your body.
It will
recreate the sweet smell.
Why are you trying to sell this right now? No one's interested.
Yo! I'm cracking the fuck up. You selling period perfume?
I'm selling period perfume for anyone who wants to partake of this. Yeah.
Wait.
This is an Asian Japanese company.
Is there a market where you can sell your period blood?
I did not find that online, but I'm sure you can go on any type of kink website and probably sell that.
Because I'm just saying.
$60.
I'm just saying. Pay me for my pain is all I'm saying.
All right, now are you just now like the fucking Avon Lydia of periods now? What the fuck is going on?
Might be a pretty good market.
Now,
I've been collecting this for months. Potent is fuck, okay? Potent.
It'll be like orange juice. You want it with pulp or without pulp?
It'll be a new Bath and Body Works mist for real. Wild.
I would like
that's what happens when you get feminists all the power.
I would like your pulpless period blood.
Now, that's fake menstrual blood. You can actually buy fragrance that has real menstrual blood in Japan. It's called Hanmi Choco. And it's especially popular during Valentine's Day.
What?
So they say in Japan, girls often give boys chocolate, as a gift, and it usually is mixed with some type of spit hair or menstrual blood.
I'm slapping a bitch if someone gives me that shit.
It led to
Straight the fuck
just
up.
like
You
in
getting
voodoo,
fucking
lifelong love.
smacked.
They're in love forever. They fall in love forever.
Hey, period blood number one. Like, no, nigga. What? You're drooling.
I'm making spaghetti tomorrow.
So I swear to fucking God, if you say we having spaghetti tomorrow, I swear to God.
Vittles.
I'm going on a hunger strike.
Oh, God did not die for this.
He sure did not.
We were made in his
He
image.
bled for it.
We were made in his image, is what I'm
No
saying.
pun intended.
Listen, don't go doing the shit with anybody, okay? Don't go to the club and find no bitches with their period on and start eating a period vagina. Don't do it.
It's debauchery. We don't kink shame over here.
We can't. We do. We can't shame that. We are shaming that.
We're gonna laugh. We're gonna get our 7 shekels, but we do not kink shame. We talk about
there has to be some type of psychological chemical imbalance for that. Look that shit up, Siren. Find the weakest link in that shit and bring it to light because it ain't right.
Well, I do want to know fertility, sex, reproduction. Niggas like that shit.
Attraction to period blood does have it has to come from somewhere, right?
Yes, ring the shame bell.
I think the thought of the period is what started it, like what it means, what it symbolizes. But I think the same people who are very interested in blood itself, it's a liquid, it's a texture, it's a sensory, like all that goes together. So it's just I haven't seen the evidence. It's not a lot of evidence. It's not a lot of people that's coming on saying like I'm into this shit and this is why. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to. It's not a lot of data.
A lot of people not gonna admit to doing that shit. Blood, doo doo, and kids. Shame, shame, shame. You can't put the blood in the same vein as the children. Now this is consenting adults. But I will say, if I walk in the fucking house and I see my nigga digging in the trash and he turn around and got stuck on a fucking tampon,
that's wild. I find that wild.
Like a fucking popsicle.
The string hanging out his mouth like a goddamn mouse tail.
Oh.
I'm calling the cops. I'm calling the cops.
You have to go.
Wait. Okay, now we gotta be for real because people have their kinks. It is what it is. You got a good man, Savannah. You got a good man. You walk in the house, he's sucking on your tampon. Are you gonna leave him? Or you want to stay beside him?
I gotta go. There's something wrong with you. You need to be put into a home of some sort because you lost your fucking mind.
He don't cheat. He been doing.
Don't matter.
I don't know who he is at that point. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Have something happen. Something happen. I don't know what happened. We gotta take you somewhere. You need help.
Oh my God! Rockstar said I'm leaving him ASAP and calling the authorities.
There is
right. Call the fucking cops.
Sorry, now my life is in danger. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I got to be devil's advocate. I always got to be the devil's advocate. And I'm just saying, a good man is hard.
Really, ketchup packet? Oh, you sick fuck.
He pay all the bills. Pay all the bills. The dick is immaculate.
Stop trying to get this thing to come around the head. It's not.
It
is a deal breaker.
I got to think about it.
I would have to take him to a hospital. He got to be evaluated. Now that's evaluations. I got to take you.
I gotta think about it. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's hard to find a good man, a faithful, loyal, dependable. You have to leave him. He 2 locks away from cooking your remains in a crock pot.
Oh, and that's what I would feel that way. You're going to cut a piece off me or something. Something ain't right.
Thank you. No means no.
Ty said I got my limits. Total deal breaker. Nope.
Bro. Something ain't right. Something ain't right.
You gotta move out the mansion. Give back the BMW. No more shopping sprees.
But I will say,
all that man wanted was your dirty £10. That's it. That's all he ever asked you for. He ain't never asked you for.
He will never get it.
I've heard every time I think that Tokyo can't find anything else to shock me, she says, "Bitch, let me."
This is it. This has to be it because I burped a couple times on the show. I had to swallow this shit down.
She said no, because I am black. I'm just nasty, and also I like to hear the conversation, sir. That's all I'm saying. I want to hear the conversation. Tokyo definitely continues to show us why she is the queen of all things kinks and chaos. I thought jerking off mice was a lot. I thought that was a lot. Like we done talked about some crazy ass shit, and I feel a little slightly more disgusted about this man sucking on a tampon than I do about that lady jerking off the mice.
You said she'll give me a box of bitches for fucking.
You know, I'm really like for the rest of the night, I'm gonna have that picture in my head, just turn around and the man just like it's gonna be stuck in my head, yo.
I don't think I can even eat steak again. Like I like my steak medium rare, and like I don't think I can even eat that again.
You can eat the steak.
I don't think I can eat the steak now.
Blood. I'll just say, okay.
Y'all bringing it in a whole new light where it's pleasurable, and now
I got a real question. Why is it okay to have a mouthful of semen? Why is that okay?
Because it's full of protein and it's good for you and it's good for your skin. It's the reason why your cheeks are so shiny right now.
Blood, though.
Taking them loads.
I don't have good skin and I suck dick. And I like semen. So why is my skin not better? So you're lying. You're telling a lie right there. Right there.
That looks good to me. Imagine if you didn't do it, how worse it would be. How about that? Glass half full.
Oh God!
Yes, and semen isn't blood. It's not the same thing.
Together forever. Pledge your life to me. Life partners. Blood in, blood out. Shit.
Blood in, blood out.
Blood in, blood out.
Fucking gang.
Gang. These
on the set.
Blood wings on a damn bicycle jackets and shit.
Well, those Hell's Angels, and they also kill people too. So they fucking crazy. So.
I hope you all have learned something today.
I wish I didn't, but I did.
Number one, we have learned that these motherfuckers is crazy, and they'll do anything for a click and a view, and apparently a man at this point. Munchausen by these are your words of the day. Munchausen by internet. Bloodhound.
Why?
And Diva Cup.
That Diva Cup shit is crazy. Like it just falls out. Like you do a little like a ring a ding a ding, and it just all.
I'm afraid to try it, but I don't. I
tried it, and
that's how that works.
You put the plastic cup, you stick it up there, and it collects the blood, and then you take it out. But see,
let's go with this.
A clumsy bitch like me,
sweet baby Ray.
I'll be at work trying to change my Diva Cup, and I'll be done spilt that shit all over the floor.
Is that healthy? Is it supposed to be that
you don't
thick?
Have to do it.
Go to the doctor.
For like 12 hours. You don't have to take it out often. It kind of is interesting to me because you can see, like, you think you're bleeding like to death, but then when you take it out, you realize it's not that much blood. Like it's
Bama Blur. You know, you come over here to hear stuff you never gonna hear nowhere else. You're not gonna be bored. You're not gonna be bored. You might be shocked. You might be.
I'm curious.
So do
you leave the cup? How big is the cup? First of all, it's like a Dixie cup. Please do not grab it. I don't want to see it. Just give me like how big is
it's like a shot, like a red shot cup.
A shot glass. So do you just wear that? Like you just put it in your panties and just squeeze your thighs and hope it don't miss?
No, so you have to fold it and then insert it into your vagina. And it opens up.
You just have a shot glass in your pussy?
Yeah. It's in the actual hole, like, and it has a little tab, like a little thing at the bottom that when you gotta grab that to pull it out.
I'm sorry to ask. I'm sorry. I shouldn't.
It's wild because this is something I would have never thought I could be able to do. Like I was determined
Your pussy.
to figure it out.
Now I'm thinking shot glasses and pussies and.
Well, yeah, this would be a shot glass for this kink. That'll definitely be a shot glass. There it is.
Why did you look that up? What the fuck is it? Okay.
It looks like the head of a penis. Like if you turn it all the way around, it's like the head of a penis. I get it now. So y'all, we're gonna wrap this on up again. No, we still doing Carty. Again, I urge y'all that if y'all missed the cuddle party at Blurred Kind, have no fear. There is more debauchery waiting in the wings. Go to www.headnerdsinCharge.com and get your pool party tickets now. Okay, we had an amazing time. Okay, and there are plenty of pictures up. You can go on my IG and you definitely can see how great of a time we had celebrating the Virgos.
Stay out the pool if you have your period on.
Yes. Please don't get in the pool if your period is on. But you can come and lounge poolside with us, okay? So make sure you do that. Also, make sure that you follow Head Nerds in Charge on all their platforms: IG, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So many great events coming up. We are going to have a jam-packed, fun-filled summer. We got things planning all the way up until November. So you don't want to miss out on anything at all. Also, as always, I'm the executive producer for this show. If you have a podcast that's not gaining visibility, or if you would like to do a podcast and you don't know where to start, you can reach out to me or my co-executive producer, Mr. Brown, who is in the comments with his shenanigans, okay? And we can assist you with that. Additionally, if you enjoyed the content that we brought to you this evening, if you were entertained, because we come to entertain, please, please, please give us some stars, okay?
Please.
We are struggling for content creators. The writers is on strike. We don't want to be on strike too because we need a few stars, all right? As usual, thanks to my co-host, Tokyo. Please let the people know where they can find you.
Yes, you can find me at Instagram at Tokyo_Tequila with an H, and on Facebook on Tokyo T. And you can find me on all of the platforms that she said.
And Soft Dom Daddy, where can the people find your captivating mellow voice at?
Oh, please just go to Instagram right now.
It's stressed out.
Follow the Carty experience. It's an experience not like this, but good shit. Like good shit all the time. And just do it because I told you to. Listen to your Dom.
You ain't say that with authority. I'm gonna brat up and I'm not.
I'm sorry. Well, don't worry about it because just the blood is literally just. I have the shining in my head right now. Like you fucking believe this shit. Just elevator, just.
It washes away all your sins.
It does not.
Nothing but the blood of Jesus. Rockstar says Shark Week at the pool, and Cash App stole my money. That's why I didn't send stars. Whole shit. I'm in a dispute with them as we speak. I appreciate you, Rockstar. You support us all the time, honey. You did not.
We love you, girl.
At all. Ty, bring your man a cool towel. He's perspiring. Okay. And as always, I am Siren by Extra. All right. Bringing you all the debauchery. You can follow me on all my platforms at Siren by Night on IG, at Siren by Night on Facebook, at Siren_by Night on TikTok. where I make videos of my shenanigans and debauchery. All right. I hope to see y'all at the pool party. I will keep reminding about y'all every episode. And you can find us every Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on all Head Nerds in Charge platforms. Also, follow Unicorn Straight No Chaser on Facebook and on IG and also on TikTok, okay? But as long as you're following me, I promise you ain't going to never miss a thing, all right? Y'all have a good night. And don't be eating that spaghetti sauce because it ain't regular.
Fucking right. Nasty big damn.
Your body,